Hello, everyone, and welcome to Politics Today on Channels Television. I'm Sheung Okimbaloye. The ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, will be 2 years by the end of this month. But it appears the last 11 months have been hellish, considering the magnitude of the crisis that has hit the party and the sort of division that has inflicted the party. Let's take a look at the APC's journey from the day it merged into the APC for what we know today. Of course, on February 2nd, 2013, that was the day the party was formed. And you know what? It's a coalition of opposition parties as at that time, the Action Congress. This is some of the parties who came together to form what we now know as the APC. They were, most of them, the opposition parties at that time, the Action Congress of Nigeria, the Congress for Progressive Change, All Nigeria People's Party, NPP, and All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA. Well, that's just a faction of that party. From there on the 31st of July 2013, that was the day INEC approved that APC become a political party in Nigeria. And several months afterward, some PDP governors defected to the APC. That's in November 25, 2013. And by December of that month, more defections came. This time around, it came from the House of Representatives, where some members moved. It became a very crucial, very crucial point for that party that was just emerging, having those lawmakers move onto their party. And in the lower chamber, that's where we saw it. By January of the following year, some PDP lawmakers, this time around, from the upper chamber, had joined the party. And in December 11, 2014, we saw General Muhammadu Buhari emerge as the APC presidential candidate. If you look at it, from what we've seen from the PDP to the APC, from November 2013 to January 2014, we saw PDP governors, lawmakers in both chambers cross to the APC, which gave them that momentum that they got going into the primaries, and at the end of the day, General Buhari emerging as the APC presidential candidate. And in March 2015, precisely on the 28th, General Buhari and 12 others challenged incumbent President PDP's Goodluck Jonathan in a presidential contest. And that contest was keenly contested. It was an event that most Nigerians actually looked forward to. And several days of looking forward to who won that election, sleepless night Nigerians were waiting to see. On the 1st of April 2015, the INEC chairman declared Muhammadu Buhari winner of the 2015 presidential election. And that's the first time in Nigeria's political history where we find an opposition defeating a ruling party. Well, it's not been rosy for the APC, of course, like we opened, but they say politics is a game of interest. But it appears that that's what is tearing the ruling APC into shreds now. The leadership tussle rocking the National Assembly has left the former friends into being foes, while members of the party won't shift ground on the choice of leadership and principal officers of the National Assembly. President Buhari has said he does not want to intervene in the matter, but some people have asked for the question, how long will he do that? Does he want to stay away from such important issue? Well, the looming implosion of the party has perhaps forced the hands of the president. Now he has spoken. His stand is the party is supreme in this kind of matter. The question now is that stance may be put to test in the coming days. Will the center hold for the party that has raised the hopes of the entire nation with a change mantra it's used so well to win the 2015 presidential elections, or will the party allow the division to consume it and distract it from the real issues of governance? The APC says the healing process has commenced, the president has stepped in, and the governors too have thrown their weights. Well, can the last-minute rescue efforts deliver the party from the looming disaster? That's a major issue that we'll be discussing on the program. But let's flip the page now and let's look at, well, the roles have flipped since May 29, 2015. We've seen the ruling PDP before that time, May 29, becoming an opposition party. And they're trying to say they are a major opposition party now in Nigeria. They've been talking tough and they've been criticizing the government of the day. But with what we're seeing now, the PDP seems not to be happy with so many things that are going on, from the performance of President Muhammadu Buhari, which they say is a motion without movement. And they've talked about, criticized the appointment of the acting chairman, the chair of the Electoral Commission, INEC. And again, the PDP this evening have been talking about the threat on the life of one of them, the Deputy Senate President, Senator A.K. Ekweremadu. Well, joining me tonight to discuss this issue is the National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, Chief Olusametu. Thank you so much for coming on the program tonight.
Thank you, Sharon.
Your party seems to be unhappy with so many things, and recently your party has gone to town to talk about the performance of President Muhammadu Buhari. You've talked about the appointment, but let's start with the latest one, that is the release that the press statement that you released this afternoon, saying that there are threats to the life of Senator A.K. Ekweremadu. What exactly do you mean?
Thank you very much, Sharon. First, I'll need to make something very clear. We have not been talking about the achievements. We've not been rating or assessing the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because we believe that it's actually too soon to judge him or to rate his performance in office. However, we have been responding to the outlandish claims by his spokespersons and the APC spokesman that in 3 weeks he has done more than other governments in 4 years. I mean, that is the only reason why we've come out to talk about his performance. We believe 1 month is too soon to judge a president whether he's done well or otherwise. But we had to put records straight, because if we check what he has done in the last 1 month, and we have to, if we check that parameter, we cannot say that even in 4 years that he will perform as well as the others. That's by the way. For us, we believe that the president is president of Nigeria. The fate of this country is in the hands of Mr. President and the hands of his party. We wish the party well with their challenges. Every party undergoes challenges. So we believe that APC will come out of their own stronger. We want them to. The fate of our country is in their hands for the next 4 years. Nothing can change it. We will not detract them. We will not stop them. We will not even bother. We will not wish them ill. We want them to perform very well. We want this country to move forward, like they claim the change mantra. However, we will be strong in offering our alternatives and options to their own policies and programs. At the end of 4 years, let the entire country decide on whether their performance is the best or whether the alternatives and options that we've offered throughout is better. So we do not want to disturb them. We do not want to distract them. However, we will continue as an opposition party to offer options and alternatives. Right down to your question. We lost an election. However, we are being treated as if we lost a war. We are being harassed, intimidated, humiliated, as if we lost a war. The PDP, key PDP members are being completely intimidated every day. The leader, the highest ranking member of our party right now is the deputy president of the Senate. And Mr. President has said publicly that he will not allow a situation where Senator A.K. Ekweremadu continues to be deputy Senate president. The APC leadership have said it publicly. Now, what they have done by their statements is that they've given some kind of body language to the overzealous security officials to think that they can use it to intimidate and I don't want to say, I have to use that word, eliminate, because for the first time we now have the strike force back. And we all know what the strike force used to do in the past. So in the presidency, they've created the strike force again. They call it the presidential bodyguard, but it's a strike force. They've recreated it again. We do hope that it will not go back to what the strike force, the image that we have of the strike force in about 20 years ago. So some of these overzealous security officials are using it to harass, intimidate, trail the movement of key PDP people. And I cannot understand how a deputy inspector general of police in charge of criminal activities will invite a deputy president of the Senate, someone who is a deputy in charge of an arm of government, and you are asking him to come and answer questions on internal matters that concern the affairs of the Senate. Matters that can be discussed on the floor of the National Assembly, things that are done in line with their procedure and their rules, and the police is answerable to the legislature as well as the executive. So some people, the leaders of APC, should not use it to be intimidating our people.
All right.
That's one.
Okay, just a moment.
We need to go down to the legal aspect.
No, let's take the issues one after the other.